for those people who don't yet know what it's like to step over on the other side of it being a reality in their life, please share with them and with us, right? What is life like now that you've closed 2 deals? What is your life like now? What's possible for you? What do you see happening? Please share.
Oh man, it's been amazing, man. Me and my wife, man, we celebrating Sunday, man. We inviting the family over, man. We cooking a lot of food, and just like I say, man, my family supported me throughout this whole thing, man. I had some that doubted me, and I had some that was rooting me on, man. And Sunday, man, everybody gonna get together, man. We're gonna, cook a lot of food, man, and just celebrate, man. But it's a beautiful thing, man. Once you actually do it, it's like a relief, man. You can finally breathe, because it's like you holding your breath the whole time you're going through the deal. But when you finally do it, it's a breath of fresh air.
Let's wholesale real estate. We're gonna wholesale real estate. If you wanna wholesale real estate, then you are in the right place. You don't need no money, you don't need no credit. It's so simple that anyone can get it. Luke's gonna teach you just how to get started. All you have to do is learn and apply it. You are in the right place. You're gonna wholesale real estate. You're gonna wholesale real estate. So let's get
What's
started.
going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of School of Wholesaling. And I'm super pumped. You know who it is. It's Luke Madeas, 28-year-old real estate investor and entrepreneur. And I'm here to teach you about wholesaling. But most importantly, on this special episode, I've got a special guest, guys. I've got somebody who has literally betted on themselves to the max. They joined in to our program, our Deal Mastery program. They joined into the SOW Masterclass. They didn't just join in, but they took it all the way through. They learned what they needed to learn. And most importantly, they took action. And instead of me saying they, why don't I just introduce the one and only Brandon Hughes to the table. What's going on, Brandon? How you doing, man?
What's up, Luke? How you doing, man?
Doing absolutely amazing. Now, I didn't get into your full bio just yet, brother. I didn't share with them, the 2 deals that you closed. All right. I want you to share that. All right. I want you to share that. So tell us, Brandon, we're going to get right into it, man. First of all, tell us about you. And tell us how you even got to this position. How did we even meet? How did this all come about so we could be on here today celebrating your 2 deals closed within the same week, right? You closed 2 deals in the same week?
Yeah, same week, same street.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Love it, man. Listen, dive right into the story, brother. Share with us. How did this all happen? How did this come to be?
All right. As you know, I'm Brandon Hughes. I'm 29 years old. And it all started with I'm an electrician. Well, I was an electrician. I quit my job because I feel like I made enough to keep going. I'm an electrician, and I was riding in the car one day, and I seen the Wholesaling podcast show, and I was like, what is wholesaling? I Googled it, and it was like, you don't need no money or credit, so I was like, hey, let's dive deeper into this. And as I dove deeper, it was actually true. So I pulled up your podcast, man. I started listening to it, started taking action. And here I am today, man. As I could say, man, your class, it really helped me as far as like getting started with the process and stuff like that. When you first start, you have that analysis paralysis, as we all know. You want to listen to this person, then this person might say another thing. But it's like you just have to take action, man. You have to take massive action. Believe in, what you're doing, and keep your faith in the Most High, man. That's the two main keys in closing your first deal. Yeah.
Amen to that, man. Absolutely. What you've done when you join this program, and it's absolutely amazing. You're proof in the pudding. So please share with us. What was it like for you before you joined into the to the Deal Mastery program? Before you joined into the SOW Masterclass, what was this process like for you? Where exactly were you at before we started working together?
I was actually, man. The pandemic had happened. my job laid me off for like, I think it was 4 months. So I started doing side work and stuff like that, which it was only enough to pay the bills. And like I say, I heard your podcast, man, and I just took action, man. You was always there for me when I asked questions. I know you're a busy man as well, but you was there for me. And like I say, man, it's just taking action, man, and doing it, man, because you will sit around because one person to say one thing and another person say another thing, and then you'll be thinking like, which one is right? Which one do I do? Is this wrong? Or so it's just going hard at it, man, and believing in what you're doing in this class. It really helped me. As y'all can see, I closed my first two deals in the same week, and I made $28,300, man. So I feel like it's possible, man. You just have to believe in it.
Yes. And you mentioned something, Brandon. First of all, man, congratulations, everybody. Give my man Brandon a round of applause. I know right now, even if you're not here live with us and you're listening to this audio, actually physically clap for him. Like, really, let's clap right now for Brandon, because he is an example of what it looks like when you truly believe in yourself. And most importantly, like you said, Brandon, you take action. You took action. You just didn't hear, right? The information just didn't fall on deaf ears, right? Or the information wasn't something that you felt like you couldn't do. You knew, you believed in yourself that you could do it, and you took the action behind it, and you got the results. There was something that you mentioned, Brandon. You mentioned that there's just so much information out there that it's easy to go from here to here to here there, and not really have a systematic process. Let me ask you, how do you feel? How important is it to actually gain that clarity so that way you're laser focused on the target instead of trying to figure out how to put all the pieces together? How important was that?
It was very important. I mean, as you know, analysis paralysis, man, you just don't know where to start. You start off here and think you're doing right, and then the next person to say, well, you shouldn't do that. So it's just sticking to what you think and listening to that. I say just go for one person. If you find one person that's very successful in this business, because everybody does this business different, so find that one person, and which is what I did, which is Luke. I listened to everything Luke said, man, from A to Z. As you always say, dot your I's and cross your T's. So I listened to everything you said, man, and I took massive action. You introduced me to this marketing strategy, which was text message. So I kind of was shy with cold calling, but I feel like even if you're doing text messaging, you still have to get on the phone. And I feel like with text messaging, I can weave out the people that don't want to, deal with me. So when they text me back and say they ready, I know when I give them a call, it's like, I know what we're talking about. Let's get to business, So, yeah, man, it's just get that analysis paralysis out your head, man. And just focus on that one person that that's very successful, and just follow that person and listen to everything that person is telling you. And I guarantee you, it will speed up your success, because you will make less mistakes,
100% true, man. 100% true. I say it all the time. Mentorship is like literally like the I guess for lack of a better term, it's like cheat codes almost, man. It's like
right.
You know what's going to happen before it happens, because you have somebody who's been there, done that can show you the path. Let me ask you this, man. What were some of the challenges? Of course, you lost your job right before this, right? What were some of the challenges that you had actually going through the process? Actually, talking with people, actually getting that first deal done. What were some of the challenges that you faced, and how did you overcome them?
Okay, as far as I lost my job. So after I lost my job, after that like 4th month, I found out my wife was pregnant, so now it's like, it's time to get down to business. So I listened to your podcast. I joined the deal mastery class, and I took action, man. You told me about this text messaging thing, which was REI Real. So I downloaded REI Real, paid my monthly subscription. Yeah, Max Maxwell. He's a great guy. Yeah, he's a great guy to go listen to as well, man. He drops a lot of gems. But I use REI Real. He taught me how to use the Excel spreadsheet and just type in your lease in there. You download it as a CSV and you upload it to the REI Rail system. Very easy. And it's a text blast, man. You just press one button, man. You can send out 1,000, 2,000 text messages in like 5 minutes, instead of you just texting every text, from your phone, which would really take time. And I found the lead. She was a Chinese lady. She didn't speak very good English. So I was trying to do a deal through text message with her. Can you imagine how hard that is, trying to come up with numbers and explain everything through text message? And REI Rail is a texting campaign, so it's only so many text messages that you can, put in, so many words. So it's like I'm sending like 7, 8 different text messages at one time, because it was too long to put in one text. So she finally introduced me to her husband, and he's American. So he was talking to me and he showed me the house. It was actually a house in the ghetto. You see dope fiends walking around, man. It's very crazy. And she was a tired landlord. She was ready to get rid of the property. And what I did, man, I came in, we set up an appointment, I viewed the property, made sure, I used your repair checklist sheet, which is very great to use. If you guys haven't used that, man, talk to Luke, man. He will give that to you. It's very helpful because it breaks down the square footage, the price per square foot and everything. So I just walked through the house, man, and I used my checklist. And the seller, with her husband, he was like, "Hey, man, what's that you got in your hand?" I was like, "It's a whole checklist, to check off and everything." We all joked about that. And yeah, we agreed on the price right then and there on his car. We sat on his car, man, and we talked, and we agreed on the price of $92,000. And what I did, I didn't put it on Craigslist. I just did it where I wanted to call cash buyers personally to introduce the deal. And I called at least 5 or 6 cash buyers, man, and all 5 or 6 was interested. So the tenant was in the property, so it wasn't easy for me to show it. So all we did was tell the tenant, we was like, "Hey, we're just coming in to do some, repair estimates," because the house needed some serious repairs. It was like $40,000 to $50,000 in repairs, so it needed some serious work. And yeah, man, I got in there. We did that. Found the cash buyer. He was willing to pay me. I tried to go for $20,000. He talked me down. We negotiated, and I went down to $12,500. And he sent his earnest money deposit, man. I wanted $5,000. He actually sent $9,000 to show that he was, really, really serious. So he really wanted that property bad. And he put that down, man. We closed in 2 to 3 days, man. And he's actually a great guy, man. We had the tenant didn't have any money. He put up $1,000. I put up $700, and we hired a moving company we paid for storage, and we actually put her in a hotel for about a month. And she calls me to this day, man, and just like, "Hey, I don't want this relationship to end. I love y'all. Y'all like my son to me." She's an older lady, so it warms my heart that we was able to do that for her, because she was ready to leave that property anyway. So, it was a long haul, man. It took about 2 months to get it closed because she didn't have nowhere to go. So we had to find the hotel and, find the storage unit that would work best for her. But it was it was a long haul, man. You're definitely going to go through challenges in this business. Don't ever think that, don't listen to these gurus saying you're going to go in, make money, jump to the next. That's not true, man. You're going to go in, you're going to face challenges. But like I tell everyone, it's nothing but God, because it's something greater that's about to come for you. It's something very great. And when it comes, it's going to change your life. So when it's good coming like that, man, you have to, prepare yourself for them challenges and get your mindset ready for what's about to happen. And when it does happen, you can finally smile, man, and share your success is what I'm doing now,
Absolutely beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. And I like the fact that you mentioned, how much it meant to the seller, right? I think people, the part of this where we make money is absolutely amazing, right? We all need to make money. We all need to do that. But the thing that's magical, and I see your face light up too when you mentioned how she felt about your relationship, right?
Yes, sir.
You're like a son to her, man, and I could sense just from seeing your your response to that you felt that, that is real, what I'm saying? So there's no better feeling than helping another human being out of a situation, and then also seeing a smile on their face, relief, right, on their face, and so this is what we do. We help people out of situations and solve problems for them. So let me ask you something, man. Now everybody faces their own types of challenges. What do you think was your own personal challenge with this? What just one major challenge you might have had going through this process and closing that first deal? What do you think that would be?
Well, the first challenge was getting the tenant out the property. That was very challenging because we couldn't really find anything like that, because the buyer budget, his was like $1,000, and like I said, my budget was $700. So you can understand, man, a month in a hotel, that's going to be a little bit more than $1,000. But by the grace of God, man, we found the hotel that was for a whole month for $900, and it was a great hotel, man. She still calls me to this day and say that she loves it. She has two boys. They say that they love it. They don't want to leave the hotel, man. They love the amenities, man. And like I say, man, that was the challenging part, was getting that tenant out the property. Because without the tenant being there, we definitely could have closed quicker. So if you're dealing with a tenant in a property and they don't really have nowhere to go, it's important to kind of build that relationship with that cash buyer. He doesn't have to put money up, but if you build that relationship with him and he really, really trusts you, or he or she, let me say that, they will put their own money up, man, to help you out, because they really want the deal as well, and they want to get it closed, and they don't want to lose it to no one else. So if you have a great number and a great price, man, they will do anything, man, to help you out to get this deal closed out. So that was the most challenging part, man, getting that tenant out, man. She had a lot of stuff, man. It took about 4 days, man, to move everything out, man. So that was very challenging,
That's absolutely amazing, brother. Absolutely amazing. It's so good that you mentioned that about the buyer, because again, this is all about solving problems, right? At the end of the day, what you did in that situation is you went beyond just yourself. You went to the buyer and you got them involved into solving the problem, right? You got them involved, and so that is huge, because some people they get faced with a challenge like that and say, well, I can't. This isn't a deal I can close. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you took it to the next level and you said, no, there's got to be a solution. And you reached out to your buyer and you provided that solution, and you're able to close that deal. So I just want to shed some light on that, man, because that's so key. Because there's going to be many deals that are going to require unique solutions like that, right? Unique solutions that are just going to require you to do some critical thinking. It's going to require you to go above and beyond into solving the problem. But those are the ones that usually turn over the largest spreads. And in this deal, you made what was it, 12.5, right?
Yes, sir. 12.5.
Amazing, absolutely amazing, brother. Absolutely amazing. So tell us about your second deal. How did you close your second deal? So you closed these 2 deals within the same week, right?
Yes, sir. Well, the second deal, the second house was really 2 doors down. It was a word of mouth. We did such a good job with the tenant that her friend that she's been friend with for I think about 20 years, she also wanted to sell her property. And she's been trying to sell her property for the last really like 3 years, but she say everybody keeps coming with these lowball offers and all those type of things, which really would make a seller mad if you don't give them the number they want to hear or something like that. And me and the cash buyer, since it was a couple doors down, me and the cash buyer, we walked down the street, we knocked on the door, we sat down with her, and we came up with a deal, man, that same day. And she was like, hey man, she signed the contract and we closed that deal that same week, man. And I made $15,800. Yeah.
Absolutely amazing, brother. Absolutely amazing. So, one of the things that I'd like for you to shed some light on, brother, is of course, before you close your first deal, please share with people, what it was like for you to go through this process, your thought process. Were there ever times where you felt discouraged or you couldn't, or maybe you couldn't close your first deal? Did you experience that by any chance?
Yes, man. I experienced it. That very first deal, man, it was very hard, man. I definitely learned a lot from that first deal. So when I jump into my third deal, or that I jumped into that second deal, I was ready to go. And big shout outs to my wife, man. She was there for me emotionally, man. The days when I would feel like because it always was a setback. We would get everything going, and then it was like, we can't do this. And once we passed that, we'll be like, okay, we ready to get to the closing table, and then something else will jump in the way. So it's just like, keeping that strong mindset, man. And if you have a support system, man, husband or wife, that really, really supports you, man, that really, really helps, man, that you can pull that person to the side and talk to them and tell you how you feel and stuff like that. So it's kind of important if you have a wife or husband that's literally there for you, man. It kind of makes this business a little easier. It's not easy, but it makes it easier emotionally, because all the challenges that you're going to face challenges, regardless. It's just how you get through them and how you handle them. So if you can handle those challenges, man, and stand strong, man, with your chest out, man, you're gonna close that deal regardless, man, because I feel like God didn't bring you this deal, man, for you to fail. It's for you to face challenges, and it's for you to learn everything that you can. So when you go into that next deal, man, you'll be ready for those challenges. So yeah.
That's 100% right, man. Shout out to the wife. I know how important it was for me as well. When we got started, Leslie and I, when we got started back in 2016. I mean, she's my rock, man, even to this day. You know what I'm saying? So that's extremely important, man. I'm so happy you shed the light on that for the people that are doing this together, so that they can hear that, man. Because when you do have a team is it's always more powerful, right? Than doing things on your own. And so that's absolutely amazing, brother. Listen, man, I know somebody's hearing this right now and saying, you know what? I feel like I can do this. I feel like I can close my first deal. So, Brandon, for those people who don't yet know what it's like to step over on the other side of it being a reality in their life, please share with them and with us, right? What is life like now that you closed 2 deals? What is your life like now? What's possible for you? What do you see happening? Please share.
Oh man, it's been amazing, man. Me and my wife, man, we celebrating Sunday, man. We inviting the family over, man. We cooking a lot of food, and just like I say, man, my family supported me throughout this whole thing, man. I had some that doubted me, and I had some that was rooting me on, man. And Sunday, man, everybody gonna get together, man. We're gonna, cook a lot of food, man, and just celebrate, man. But it's a it's a beautiful thing, man. Once you actually do it, it's like a relief, man. You can finally breathe, because it's like you holding your breath the whole time you're going through the deal. But when you finally do it, it's a breath of fresh air, man. And you're, and now it's just repeating the same process back over, man, and closing your next deal. Now your next deal is going to be a little easier because you learned so much from that first deal. So, jump out there, man, and get to it, man. It's enough wherever you at, man. It's enough money for everyone to eat in real estate. And I know you would say it's a competitive market, but if you believe in God, man, God is going to bring you that deal, man. That's specifically for you. This deal is not for nobody else. It's for you to challenge and take on, man. And you're going to close that thing out, man. So, get out there and take action, man. That's the main part, So
I absolutely admire your faith, bro. Like I really do, because that's such a key. That is such a key part to this, is to really keep that faith, to have a strong faith, have a strong will to see it through, man. And it serves you, and it serves you tremendously. So that's very well said. I couldn't say it any better than that. Now what I want to touch on right now is in regards to your experience joining into the masterclass program. Now, before I get into that though, I want to just ask you real quick. From the moment that you started and the moment that you closed your first deal, how much time passed?
I'm gonna say like 4 months.
4 months?
When I joined your mastery class back in April. It may be, I may got my math wrong, but I joined your class back in April, man, and I got my first deal in September, man. Yeah, the beginning of September. Yeah, or it was like the end of August. It was around that time. I can't remember because there was a lot going on. But yeah, it's been a couple months, But that mastery class, it definitely helped me, man. You touch bases, man, on a lot of stuff, man. And the first beginning I love about that master class is mindset. You teach us about mindset before we jump into anything. And once I listened to that mindset video, man, I was pumped, man. I was ready to go, and get started, So, if y'all, want to join that master class, man, I promise you, man, you will not regret it.
Absolutely amazing, brother. Yeah, mindset is such a key part. Your mind has to be set to succeed, period. If your mind is not set to succeed, I mean, it doesn't matter what tools you got. You're not going to put it, you're not going to perform the way you need to actually complete and succeed at closing that deal. So let me ask you this, man. Now, for those people who may be considering to join this program, now the program we're talking about is that you're referring to is probably the Deal Mastery program, right? You also did join into the School of Wholesaling course, which is something that you took on your own. But then you did join into the Deal Mastery program. So with this Deal Mastery program, what are some things that for the person that's probably considering to join into this very exclusive program with myself, you, and other students that are just crushing it? What is something that you'd want to highlight? What are some things you'd want to highlight about the Mastery program that others should probably know that could help them with making a decision on whether or not they want to join into that program?
The main thing is the knowledge that is given. If you stuck anywhere or a certain place, or like I say, you have analysis paralysis, you definitely clear up whatever they stuck on. It's like an 8-week program. And out of those 8 weeks, man, there's pre-recorded videos as well. So if you missed the live, you can actually go back and listen at your own pace. But it definitely clears up wholesaling, and whatever you're stuck at, man, he definitely answers that question. And like I say, is you can have as much knowledge as possible, man. But once you get this knowledge and you take it in, man, it's time to take action. Once you get that knowledge, man, do not go back and listen to any other videos, man. Stick to what Luke is telling you, man, and just go take action. Because if you go listen to another video, that's when analysis paralysis happens. Because Luke may say one thing and another person may say another thing. Now you like, oh man, what should I do? Yeah. So just stick to what Luke's saying, man, because Luke is very successful in his business. So stick with Luke to what Luke is saying, and as soon as you're done with that class, man, or during the class, just start taking action, man, and you will see success, man. Some people, it may take a year for them to find their first deal. Some people, it may take 3 months. Some people, it may take a week. You know, you don't know when you're gonna get your first deal if you don't take action. You know, so you have to do that. That's very key. Luke mentions it all the time. You have to. You know, that's the only way you're gonna close that deal. You know, so
100%, brother. 100%, man. This is I just want to clap it up for you again for all your success, brother. For showing up. I knew since the first day that you joined in, you betted on yourself. I still remember the call because we actually had a call together, right? We had a free we did a 15-minute power call together, and I was talking to you, and I still remember that call. Man, I heard it in your voice. I'm like, man, if he just gets the information, I know he's gonna close his first deal, and you proved me right, bro. Like this that is so amazing. And I want others to experience the same thing that you're experiencing right now. So let me ask you, man, for those, well, first off, before I ask you that, let me ask you this. What is something that you'd want to let others know? Just maybe a piece of advice that you'd want to give somebody who's new to this and they want to succeed with wholesale real estate. What is a piece of advice that you'd give them now that you've seen success with this?
The key advice, man, is like I say, man, is just take action, man. Bet on yourself, man, because I'm just a normal human being, man. I'm no different than any man or woman that's out here. I worked a same 9-to-5 job just like a lot of other people doing. The only difference is I changed my mindset, and another thing what drove me is I found out my wife was pregnant. So after I found that out, man, that drove me to go towards my first deal. So really, you just have to find something out here that you really, really want, and write it down, man. You know, they say you have to make it plain. Write it down and make it plain, man. Get you a piece of notebook paper or a notebook, man, and write down everything that you want to do, man. Everything you want to accomplish in life. Another person I used to really listen to was Sam Crowley. Sam Crowley podcast. Yeah, Sam Crowley, man. Yeah, every day is Saturday. He definitely will change your mindset, man. If you just feel like you're not ready to do this, he will change your mindset. And another person I listen to on Facebook is Steve Harvey. He's a very great motivational speaker, man. And he will tell you how he was just a regular person like us, man, sleeping out his car. And he just took what he took, massive action, man, and believed in the Lord, man, and look where he at today. So I'm no different than anybody that's listening to this podcast, man. It's just I changed my mindset, and I knew what I wanted, man, and I went for it. So it's just change your mindset, man, and believe in what you're doing, man, and keep that faith. And I guarantee you have those 3 things, man. Yeah, you will be unstoppable in this world, man. Very, very unstoppable. So yeah, man. Keep that faith.
keep the faith, like the great Michael Jackson said, right? Keep the faith. Keep the faith. Yes, and just this has been such an amazing time, man, to spend with you and to dive deep into your experience. To have you share that with everybody listening right now. So if somebody wanted to, right? Not saying that they would, but if somebody wanted to just check in and see if this is even legit, right? See if this is even real, because we could be faking, but we ain't, right? As a matter of fact, real quick, do you have like a HUD settlement statement or a check with you?
Yes. The first deal that I closed, I got it wired. The second deal that I closed, I actually have a check, which is the $15,800, because I couldn't make it to that closing, so they mailed me the check.
Would you now? If it's okay if you don't want to do this, but would you be open to getting that check and maybe just showing your check?
I actually don't have the check. Yeah, I put it in the ATM in my bank and deposit it. But I do have a Instagram, man. If y'all want to go to my Instagram and see if it's real, we actually me and the cash buyer, he just actually purchased another property, and he wants to teach me the fix and flip game and also the rental property game. So I can show y'all the property, man. I got a video on my page showing the property that we purchased, whether he purchased, and he wants me to get on, man, and learn everything. So we actually doing this business, man. It's no need to lie. I feel like if I wasn't doing what I was doing, Luke wouldn't have me on this podcast. So it's no need to lie, man.
Absolutely amazing, guys. You heard it. If you want to check out Brandon, want to see the proof behind all of this, go ahead and visit him on IG. Now, how can they get a hold of your IG? What's your handle, brother?
My IG is BEE _ entrepreneur _
Nice. Phenomenal, brother. Listen, man, this has been an amazing podcast episode. This interview has been amazing. The energy is just absolutely incredible. I could feel it, man. I could feel that you're just so excited about your win. I could feel that you're about to win so much more. This is just the beginning, man. It's just the beginning. So you kind of shared a little bit of what's next for you, right? You're going to be now stepping into fixing and flipping, learning how to buy and hold. But in terms of wholesaling, what are your goals now that you complete your first 2 deals?
My goal, man, is to keep going, man. At least build up enough capital to put a down payment on a conventional loan and purchase my own property. I ran into the power of social media, man. It was a guy that I knew from high school. He's from Africa, Ghana, and he's very successful in what he's doing. He owns a lot of stores and clothing stores and stuff like that. So I put my win on Instagram to let everybody know what I was doing. And he actually reached out to me and was like, hey, I would like to invest my money in real estate. I can be your private lender or something like that. Just let me know, man, where I can send the money, man. If you get a property, I'll loan you the money, and you just pay it back in interest. So it's the power, man, of social media. If you're doing anything with real estate, man, put it on your social media, man, and you never know who's watching, who will want to give you a chance. So yeah, the goal is to build up a successful wholesaling business to the point, man, I can start owning properties and flipping and rental properties.
That's amazing. I'm glad you brought that up, man. Touching on the fact that social media is just a powerful engine, and that it can bring a lot to you guys. Share your successes, share your wins, and when you do, tag me in it. I want to see what everybody's doing. Tag me, okay? Tag me. All right. Let us know. Let School of Wholesaling know. Tag us. Let us know what you're doing. We want to see everybody win. We want to see you win. Okay, and I got to do a little dance, man. I got to do another dance. I've been dancing the whole time since we get on here, man. I'm excited.
Yeah.
So yeah, brother. This is pretty much it for our interview today. Truly appreciate you coming on, sharing your experience with everyone else. Everyone that's listening, everyone that's watching, and showing them that it's real, that they can do this, right? And most importantly, man, really showing and being an example of what's possible, right? Being an example of what's possible, man, because I know that there's that one person out there that needed to hear your story, right? That needed to hear your story, not my story, but your story, who's going to now take action, man, and who's going to now change their life. And so this is what this is about. This is what all of this is about. Super excited. I'm grateful that you made your time available as well, because you're busy, man. You gotta work. You gotta go close deal number 3. You're busy right now.
Yes, sir.
So thank you for joining on with us today. And man, I'm hoping we can have another podcast episode where we revisit your journey later on when you close deal number 10, or when you hit that mark, that target. You let me know so we could talk about it. And yeah, brother, much more success to you. Many blessings to you on your journey. There's more to come. And brother, I can't wait to see it, man. I can't wait to see it. I'm so glad to have been given the opportunity to coach you and mentor you, because you've taken off with it, man, and you've taken it to an entirely new level, bro. And I'm very, very, very happy for you.
Thank you, Luke. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Many blessings. That's it for today's show. And really quickly, if you're interested in joining into the program that Brandon is in, the Deal Mastery program, simply book a call with me. We can talk about it. That's the best way to do it. Book a call with me. Go to chatwithluke.com. Let's talk. Let's see if it's a great fit for you. If you're ready to rock and roll, you're serious, you're a go-getter, and you don't make excuses like Brandon, and you are ready and you are an action taker like Brandon, then let's get to it so you can close a deal like Brandon. All right. So let's get to it, guys. Chatwithluke.com. Book your call right now. Don't hesitate. Why are you waiting on your blessings? Don't wait on your blessings. Go get them. Go get your blessings. Make the call right now. Book it. Chatwithluke.com. And I am here to help you be able to achieve success with wholesaling real estate. That's it for today's show, guys. I hope that this has been powerful for you. I hope that this is moving you in any kind of way for you to achieve your success. I'm Luke Madeus. This is Brandon. Brandon, I'm going to see you, bro, next time. Until then, au revoir, and let's wholesale real estate.